What's going on with all my money motivated stars? I want to make a quick video about this WNBA basketball player named Angel Reese. You know what I mean? She's been in the headlines like a lot, you know what I mean? Just because she play basketball, she be around a lot of rappers, you know what I mean? She's more of a new generational type of basketball player, you know what I mean? Like more on the popular side. And I think she got a podcast, and she had Shaq on her podcast, because it's something I really want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't got to be Matrix, poison food, you know what I'm saying? I like these topics because it goes well with society, you know what I mean? And what needs to be heard or needs to be said, for that matter. So when it comes down to it, a lot of women was in the uproar because of the comments that Shaq was making to her on her podcast, you know what I mean? He basically said that she will make a lot of money if she wore the shorts that she wore on Wildin' Out. You know what I mean? She wore some small little shorts on Wildin' Out. Look like something you'll wear, you hop straight out the bed. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, was it a one piece or it was like, I just know all her thighs was out. You know what I mean? So he was like, if you wear that, just imagine yourself dunking and people watching you dunking, doing that, you'll sell a lot of shirts. You know what I mean? It was a little bit on the pervertish side, you know what I'm saying, the creepy side a little bit. But, because I got my perspective on Shaq and Angel as well, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say too much about Shaq because this is just laid out, you know what I mean? When it comes to my comments on Shaq, I feel like you should just know who you getting on your podcast when it comes down to you having a business, all that. Like, Shaq has been in the headlines of saying a lot of weird, creepy stuff, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say weird, just creepy, you know what I mean? Just because of his age and who he says it to. So it should be no surprise that, you know what I mean, he's saying those things to her, you know what I'm saying? So not saying that it's right, you know what I mean? Because, like, should he have kept it more professional and just talked about, you know what I'm saying, what else you want to talk about? Yes, of course, but there's Shaq, you know what I mean? So that's all I gotta really say about Shaq. But when it comes, like I said, this is what I gotta say about Shaq. It was unprofessional of him to do that, because a lot of people, when you start hitting them with the facts on something else, they'll still try to make it seem like I'm saying that he's right about something, about what he did, you know what I mean? Like I said, it really wasn't even that big a deal just because it's coming from Shaq, you know what I mean? But who am I to judge on how uncomfortable somebody felt hearing something? But when it comes to Angel Reese, I got a lot to say because she falls in the category of a lot of women these days, you know what I mean? Like, and when I say the category of the women who want to dress provocative and seductive, you know what I mean? And only want a select few of people to watch them when they go outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, those shorts, the clothes she wear, they very, very appealing and very, very, it's like she, like a lot of these women coming out half naked, but what these women don't get, man, when you walk outside that door and you consciously made a decision on what you want to put on and it was revealing, you cannot go outside and say, well, only people my age and 5 years older better look at me. You don't get to make that decision because you made that decision on how you was gonna dress and the attention gonna be on you. You know what I mean? So that's why I think a lot of women fail to realize, man, you can't judge who looks at you when you go outside. You know what I mean? This is like me having all these tattoos. I can't judge what women like tattoos or who's accepting of my tattoos. Now, do I care? I really don't care because I got these tattoos for myself, but I can't get mad when somebody's judging me based off my tattoos. You know what I mean? So people gotta understand, because I made a conscious decision to get all these tattoos. So it might be a person who never saw a tattoo. You know what I mean? Even though that's rare, but they probably could be coming out from somewhere we don't know and looking at me all in my face, got tattoos on my face. You know what I mean? So when I go out and I don't have a head wrap on, I cannot get mad when somebody's looking at my face. You know what I mean? Because I chose to get this on my body, and this is permanent. You know what I mean? Like, women, there's a lot of women, they choose to dress in this skimpy stuff, and the sole purpose of them is showing their figure and getting looks. You know what I mean? Just because it's not the person who you looking to look for, you know what I mean, to look at you, that don't mean people are not gonna look, man. It's people out here who are looking at children. You know what I mean? It's people out here who are really have sick minds, and if I'm pretty sure if anybody could control somebody's eyes, we would control the eyes of the people who looking at kids. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really control these people out here looking at child pornography. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's a lot of stuff you wish you could control, but you cannot control. You know what I mean? But in a situation, yeah, my bad, John, my phone died. But back to what I was saying, man, you can control what you wear outside. You know what I mean? But you cannot control who looks at you. You know what I mean? Because whether you wear, like, because I know some women out there, they just got a natural shape and they can't, well, no matter what they wear, the thing gonna be thangin', you know what I mean? But that's okay, because this is what comes with you having a nice shape. But when you go out your way to show it, you wearing shorts that come above the cuff in your cheeks. Like, come on, you asking for somebody to look at you, you know what I mean? Like, you can really wear a dress somewhere outside. It can be your favorite supermarket that you see somebody it could be a cashier that you like, and you wearing a specific item for him to look at you. But when you walk in there, it could be everybody in the grocery store looking at you. You know what I mean? So if you feeling uncomfortable, it's because of the choice of clothes. You know what I mean? Because I done seen women who have nice figures and they'll wear jogging pants or they'll wear something. You can tell when a woman is trying to conceal her figure. You know what I mean? The most noticeable ones are the ones who are Muslim. You know what I mean? Who wear like the wraps and all that. It's ways to conceal your figure, but I ain't saying everybody should do that. But I'm just saying, like, you can tell who's trying to show it off and who's not trying to show it off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of women who try to show their figure off when they get the attention, just because it's not the attention of the person that they want or a group of people that they want. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be a woman wearing something out here for dudes and all women looking at you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of women need to stop getting so mad when a man does something, but it's a lot of women out here that's going for younger dudes. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot control what somebody thinks in their head, what they say, because if you're the motivating factor for them saying what they say, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, I would be a person that could go on somebody's platform and I can think that person is attractive and I still not flirt with that person and say anything out of line. But you got men who can't control themselves, and Shaq is wealthy. He's had like a lot of women of his choosing, so he's kind of set up in his mind that he gonna say something whatever he want to say. Man, is there a billionaire if he's not a billionaire? So if you get somebody of that stature and somebody who's been in the game that long, what you think he gonna say to you? You down there a newborn to him, like you just came in the game. He's gonna feel like he can say anything to you. You know what I mean? Just because how Shaq moves. You know what I mean? So a lot of women just get so emotional and say a lot of different stuff when they're the cause of a lot of different things. You know what I mean? Like I said before, it's in a man's biological nature to get turned on by seeing the skin, the curves, the everything about a woman. You know what I mean? It don't mean you show that and display that on every woman and be unprofessional. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Shaq was, but come on, man. If you're helping and egging on the sexual lust and the desire of a man's thoughts, then you asking for whatever comes to you, asking for whatever uncomfortability that you place yourself in. You know what I mean? That's why I say I'm both sided on this, man. A lot of people need to stop getting outraged, and women are always coming together when it comes to something like that. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, it's certain women who spoke out about that, who have channels, man. Like I said, it's a couple, it's like 2 women I watch, and they always put the women in their place and say, like, y'all need to stop, you know what I mean? Because it's a logical thing, you know what I mean? If you walk outside looking like a stripper, man, that's what folks gonna do. I done seen women like cause courage. Y'all, sexual energy is very, very strong. Women are very, very powerful. You know what I mean? When it comes to sexual energy. That's why you can get a dude who will take a woman off the street if she look good enough, and he can be financially stable and everything. He will take care of that woman. But you can't really find too many dudes that will get picked up off the street by a financially stable woman. This is how it works in this world. You know what I'm saying? Not to saying nobody should be jealous of it. I know, this is how it is. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, man, women have a lot of control over men. You know what I mean? And it's just select few dudes like me who don't give women that power. You know what I mean? We'll only give a woman that power if we was dating, or you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's gonna be reciprocal when we do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of dudes just let women overpower them. And I always seen that growing up, so that made me not want to be one of them dudes, because I looked at them, before it was the word simp, I've been looking at these dudes as simps. Because I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm finna wreck my car looking at a woman down the street. I'm like, ain't no way in hell I'm finna get a woman my whole chick. Ain't no way in hell if I get married, I'm finna go by the slogan, happy wife, happy life. Nah, it's happy life. You know what I mean? Like, men disregard their feelings for women feelings all the time. I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, women be looking at the cheating part where men be doing this shit, but it's a lot of sacrifices that men do. And a man to kill another man just for you sleeping with another man. It's happened a lot of times. Even with the rapper Trouble. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they feelings get hurt about a women ain't gonna too much kill. It's certain instances where that does happen. You know what I'm saying? But more men kill more men over women. That's where a lot of these street beefs come from. It's like I be telling these women, man, y'all got the power to stop beef, squash beef, and do a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? So it's just like, women shouldn't be doing that much complaining. Cause how y'all be having men wrapped around your finger, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of women who come off as class and they do their thing and they still get, you know what I'm saying, harassed by men, but it's not really too often, because a lot of men know what women to approach. It's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, every woman is gonna get approached, especially if you're beautiful and you know what I'm saying, you just keeping yourself up. But the ones who come out half naked, you're gonna get those stalkers. You're gonna get those people, just like Diamond off Players Club had the dude follow her. You're gonna, like, I'm pretty sure he wanna follow no lawyer woman or no somebody who came, like, you know what I'm saying, who was dressed and one in the club just shaking their ass. You know what I mean? Nothing against strippers, but you're gonna have more fuel on that fire, on that flame, when it comes to getting harassed or getting certain comments thrown at you. You know what I mean? And men can do, like, we can do the same thing, man. It's like me going to a gym and I'm wearing a muscle shirt. I can't choose if it's a 70-year-old woman that's in the gym looking at me. I can't get mad if she say something to me. I can't, you know what I mean? I cannot get mad. It's just like the environments we choose to go to and the things we choose to wear, you know what I mean? And the mindsets we choose to have. Because like I said, a lot of this stuff is conscious. And we know very well what we're doing when we put on a certain outfit. You know what I mean? We getting our haircut. We know what we're doing. We know what place we finna hit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we all do that for ourselves, but a lot of people do stuff. People want compliments too. It's nice to hear a compliment every now and then. You know what I mean? We in the delusion, in the illusion of the internet, where everybody so-called does everything just for themselves, look in the mirror, when people know they go outside to get complimented, or you know what I mean? That's why a lot of women get mad when they get their hair done and get a new hairstyle and they men don't compliment it, or they don't even notice it. You know what I'm saying? They were like, okay, I bet this other dude noticed it. You know, there's a lot of, yes, we do stuff. We have self-care for ourselves and love for ourselves, but it's always good to experience external love. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to notice that you take care of yourself, to notice your intellect, notice that you smart. You know what I mean? There's a lot of women who have decent bodies out there, but they will rather a man notice their intellectual properties instead of their physical properties. So, like I said, I keep it real. A lot of people don't keep it real on the internet. It's a fallacy that people like to have in their minds about a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to say about this video. Y'all comment and let me know what y'all think. You know what I mean? In today's time, I know it's a celebrity topic, but it still applies to day-to-day life. Any celebrity topic I'm gonna talk about still applies in today's world. You know what I mean? And the stuff that I see. That's why I can talk about it, because I've had experience with women having problems with this person looking at them, but they want to have a problem with me looking. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't get to pick and choose who looks at you when you walk outside, depending on what you got on, based on what you got on. So that's all I want to say, man. Y'all hit the like button, share, subscribe, do what you want to do. Y'all be blessed and walk in this smoke.